Welcome to Amuda Academy. In this video, we are going to know about limitations of planning. In previous video, we have completed importance, feature and meaning of planning. If you want to watch those videos, the link is in description. You can watch those. And if you have any doubt, you can ask through Instagram. The link is in description. You can ask anytime. Right, let us start with the limitations. So the first limitation is planning leads to rigidity. Right, so obviously we are predicting future, so how it can be rigid. Right, let us see with the points. Right, the first point says plan is drawn up with specific goal to be achieved within specific time frame. We know it already, right? Plans are made for specific period. It may be 1 year, 2 year or 3 year, or it may be for 1 week, 1 month, for any time. So for any time frame, a organization can prepare a plan, right? So that is the first point, we know it already. Right, plans decide the future course of action and managers may not be in a position to change it. Right, it's a future course of action. The managers, if managers wants to change it, they may not be in a position to change it. Let us take an example to understand it. Right, so for example, 1,000 units needs to be produced by an organization in a week. So they have planned for that only, for 1,000 units only. So they are planning and allotting resources and allotting time and everything is set, and they are producing it. And in the middle of the week, another order came for 200 units. Right, but the organization is ready to produce only 1,000 units because their plan is to produce 1,000 units, and according to that plan they have allotted the resources, right? But they cannot accept 200 more units to produce in a week, right? That will be rigid, correct? So for this problem only, we need to keep our plans flexible. So let us say you should produce 1,000 units in a week, that means 7 days, right? We will try to finish it by 5th or 4th day, so that if there is any uncertainty in the coming weeks, coming days, so that can be sorted out in the next remaining period, right? So plan must be flexible, right? Let us see the next point. Plan must be flexible, that is the point. The second limitation is planning may not work in dynamic environment. So you told that planning is for the future, planning is futuristic. Yes, obviously we might have analyzed the situations in the future, whatever can happen in the future, we might have analyzed that. But a manager cannot analyze each and everything, right? Let us see the points and understand it better. So business environment is dynamic. Obviously we have studied that in the previous chapters, right? Dynamic means keep on changing as per the situation, right? Nothing is constant. Obviously future is uncertain, correct? We cannot predict exactly. So what we want to do, that we can predict, right? But not exactly, right? So there are many situations to affect your plan, but planning might give you success or may not, right? In the future anything can happen, situations may change, right? Sorry. So the planning may not work in dynamic environment and nothing is constant. Business environment consists number of dimensions, right? By these dimensions we can get the problems or situations, right? So these are the major dimensions. First one, economic, social, technological, political and legal dimensions. Through this we can, our business can get affected. Organization has to constantly adapt itself to changes, right? Our plan, if our plan is flexible, we can adapt to the changes. If our plan is rigid, we cannot adopt to the situations, right? So then, difficult to accurately assess future trend. Obviously, a manager cannot assess or predict the future exactly. So no one can predict it. So whatever happens, it will happen. But we need to be prepared with a plan to reduce the risks. Let us see the third limitation. Let us see the third limitation. Planning reduces creativity. So you told that planning provides innovative idea, but how it can reduce the creativity? Let us see. So planning is an activity is done by the top management. So you told that all levels of managers must plan. Yes, obviously that is true, but this is your management, right? Levels of management. So this is top level, middle level and lower level. Only top level management makes plan for the whole organization. Remaining levels are planning to implement that plan, right? That is the difference you should understand, right? So rest of the members just implement these plans, right? Middle level and other decision makers are neither allowed to deviate from plans nor are they permitted to act their own. So other managers, whomever it may be, they cannot change the plan. They don't have the right to change the plan, but just they should decide or plan how to or how we need to do that task, right? Thus, much of the initiative or creativity inherent in them also gets lost and reduced. So, while they are only implementing but not thinking apart from the implementation, what happens? Their creativity gets reduced. This by this way only the planning reduces creativity of other persons, not the top level management, right? Let us see remaining three, which is very small topics. Let us see that planning involves huge cost, maybe in terms of money or time. So when you're planning, it takes lot of time. You should experiment those plans, right? For that it will take your money and for experimenting, and you need to discuss with the experts. For these things it might take some time, right? And also money, right? Then planning is time consuming. Obviously if you want to make a better plan, right, it takes lot of time. By that you might not have time for implementation. Takes so much of time that there is not much time left for their implementation, right? Planning does not guarantee success. Yes, obviously in future what will happen, no one knows that. So your plan might not get success or may get success, right? Managers have tendency to rely on previously tried and tested successful plan, right? Managers are tend to use the previous ideas or plans which is already executed and got success, but at that time that was fine, but now the situations are different and you may face different kinds of situation in future, right? By this only the planning may give success or may not give success. This completes your limitation of planning. If you like the video, please share with your friends, and if you have any doubts you can ask in Instagram. Thank you for watching. Take care.